The Media Blitz continues here in Atlanta as we get ready for the college football playoff. I'm Lauren Sisler, this is Matt Zenitz, and today we got to talk with all of the players on the Alabama football team, all of the coaches as well, and we'll start with Nick Saban. The NFL rumors, they're constantly swirling around. Last year, lots of talk about him going to the NFL, but today, he put a big squash on that. He talked about his agent, Jimmy Sexton, never getting phone calls from the NFL. What did you take from that? And do you believe that those rumors are finally laid to rest?
Well, the main thing that Nick said is that he never had any direct contact with any NFL team. I'm sure there's interest from the NFL side in Nick, but at this point I just don't see him making that jump back to the NFL, and that was pretty much the follow-up to the initial comment about not having any direct contact with any NFL team, is that Nick and his family are happy in Tuscaloosa, and that if any NFL team wanted to get in contact with Nick, they would need to go through Jimmy Sexton first, and anytime that Jimmy has come to Nick with anything like that, the answer has been no, there is no interest.
A big no, and of course, like you said, Nick Saban wanting to ride things out, compete for this challenge that's ahead of them now, and of course they seem to be very happy, and he's stood by that really since last year when all those rumors were at the NFL as well as the college level. Now, Jonathan Allen's another interesting character. We don't get to talk to Jonathan Allen other than more X's and O's in football, but you got to learn a little bit more about him today, and something about him that is unique, that he's a little bit of a nerd. I like to call it maybe more of a big teddy bear.
Yeah, well, Jonathan is apparently a former musician, has played everything from the trombone to the tuba to the keyboard.
Wow.
Is very much into computers and video games, and actually one of my favorite stories from the last couple of days, Dalvin Tomlinson is somebody who's very close to Jonathan. They play video games together, they talk about anime together, watch anime together, but apparently last year when Reggie Ragland was still here, all of them or Jonathan had bought a video game that was a horror video game, and they would go into Jonathan's apartment. It would be Jonathan, Dalvin, Reggie Ragland, Corin Curvin, some other Alabama players.
A bunch of big dudes.
Yep, some big, intimidating guys.
Yes.
And they would put on this horror video game, and they would turn the lights off, they would turn the sound all the way up, and as Dalvin described it, things would jump out during the course of playing the video game, and they would all like jump and, according to Dalvin, scream like little girls, which is just
I wish we had video proof of that.
I would like to see that video also.
We need to work on that for next time. Now, we're obviously wrapping things up here. Tomorrow will be the final press conference with both head coaches. What is sort of the feel you're getting right now from both of these teams as they get ready and really one day closer to this college football playoff?
That Alabama is getting very much tired of hearing themselves talked about being such a significant favorite, and Washington is enjoying to a certain degree Alabama being talked about as such a significant favorite. That takes pressure off them, and that they feel like people have a misconception about the Pac-12, and that the Pac-12 is a lot more physical, that they're a lot more physical than people maybe think.
And like us and like them, we're ready for this game to get kicked off.
Absolutely.
Of course, we got a little bit more time here in Atlanta. Thank you so much for watching. He's Matt, I'm Lauren, and for all your Alabama Crimson Tide updates, you can visit us on AL.com.